Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule well, and peace and mercy to all you sincere Akim, pushing his word in all sincerity and truth, to the 144,000, the house of David, and the rest of the great multitude that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. This is Brother Dama Agabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson. And this one is titled Biden Administration Refuses to Ban Killer Robots. All right, and I did a lesson on a similar topic. Well, actually, I did a lesson on this video. On this article right here that came out a couple of months ago saying terrifying Terminator shit. Robotics firm equips RoboDog with night vision sniper rifle. And all right, and as we've been telling you people before, there's a sword. The sword is being sharpened, as according to Ezekiel 21st chapter, which I'm going to read. All right. And as we can see, the Biden administration and this government is refusing to ban killer robots. And you know, you go to Boston Dynamics and you go to a lot of these different weapons manufacturing companies. They've been creating robots like this for the longest, all right? And you've seen it in numerous movies. Terminator, Terminator Genesis, Chappie, and all type of different other movies. Elysium, you know, because this thing is real. They really have these things on deck and they have them, I wouldn't be surprised if they had whole warehouses just like I am robot of robots like these already ready to go and ready for that day, of slaughter to be issued out, and if you check the temperature of the planet Earth, you see how the military is divided. You see how, the Navy, the Army, the National Reserve, and basically the military of America is they're all how do you say, they're all divided on the you know what, man, whether they want to take it or not, and they're having their livelihood stripped away. And you can see that this government is not giving a damn because only Lord knows how many of these killer robots that this American government has on standby. And one thing you have to remember about Esau Edom being a so-called white man is that his blessing is the sword, all right? And he has many ways that he can implement that sword. And one of the ways right now that we're speaking about is these killer robots, all right? So let's get a little bit to this article. Lord willing, you can be edified because, hey, we're in these times too, man. Because you see the way that things are going, you see how this country is divided, you see that they're trying to bring in this NWO, how things are getting tighter, how they're talking about now rounding up the unrated and snatching you out of your homes, man. Don't be surprised if they're gonna start using these killer robots and killer drones to execute the mission, man. Especially now because using humans to do it, they can have a soft spot. They could get emotional. But if you can program these robots to do it, they're not gonna have any emotions. They're not gonna have any feelings. They're gonna be on straight Judge Dredd mode, man. All right, and they're not going to feel sorry. They're going to be programmed to execute. All right. So it says U.S. President Joe Biden has refused to sign a binding international agreement tightly regulating the use of killer robots. Campaigns fear such devices will launch an unstoppable arms race towards digital dehumanization, and they're already doing that already. All right. What do you think the metaverse is all about? What do you think everything going digital is all about, man? All right. It says the U.S. prefers a non-binding code of conduct regarding lethal autonomous weapon system laws. Yeah, who laws, who laws are these robots, killer robots, going to be implementing? The laws of these elite, man. All right. It says, AKA Killer Robot, State Department official Joshua DeRosan said at a meeting in Geneva on Thursday. His insistence on leaving the Pentagon's hands free to produce autonomous killer robots stands in line with years of U.S. policy, which has long opposed a global moratorium on laws being lethal autonomous weapon systems, denouncing the use of a legally binding instrument to halt the development of autonomous death bots. It says laws have already been deployed during war to track and kill without human involvement. See? Like I said, who knows what type of mission that these robots have been sent on, man? They could be doing things here in the States. They could be doing things over there in the Middle East, doing things on all type of fronts of war, man. But we don't have, that we don't know about, man. You see? So you don't think that, when all hell breaks loose here and martial law is deployed, and the real great insurrection against the government happens, that they're not going to have some of these on standby, man? You better have that in your mind because it is going to get that bad. All right. Let me get this real fast. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and for the sea, and woe means destruction. All right. It says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. And you don't think that he can use these killer robots to execute great wrath on the people so that he doesn't have to have the blood on his hands or feel guilty that um, that he's literally doing it. No, he can have these robots to do it, and they don't have a conscience, man. They're not gonna feel bad. They're not gonna cry. They're not gonna weep. They're not gonna disobey orders, man. They're just gonna execute, man. All right. And like I said, you see the way that things are going. You see this great awakening. You see this great rebellion and this great time of people rebelling against the powers that be. You better believe it. You know that part of that great wrath could be them unleashing their army of killer robots, man. It says having great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see, a short time to do what? To bring in this new world order, man. And as of right now, he is being met with huge opposition, man. People are waking up. People are catching on to what the hell is really going on, and they're saying no. You know, and you see what's going on over there in the EU and those beast countries over there, man. They're locking down with they're locking down heavily, very draconian like, man. And the more that they do it, the more the people are going to refuse, the more they're going to fight back, the more they're going to it's going to be an uprising, man. And what way to quell a great uprising and to come down with great wrath than to to send out the drones, man. Let's get that word for wrath. All right. You better watch these movies, man. These different movies where they show you what these autonomous was it lethal autonomous weapon systems do when they unleash them on the public, man. All right. And, in these things they ain't gotta sleep. They don't take no rest. They don't get tired, man. They're just gonna be ready to go. All right. And the Greek word is thymos. Let's see what this says. You know, and this is what through the spirit we've been warning you, Jakes, about, man. This devil and Esau's gonna come down with great wrath. And I forget the name of the guy. Elder Apostle Gabar brings it out. He used to bring it out quite a bit. Is one of these elite members. He said that they basically can't wait to get their hands. They can't wait to bring in this new world order so they can get their hands on you citizens, man. And the word is thumos. It says wrath, fierceness, indignation. Let's see what passion, angry, heat, anger forthwith boiling up and soon subsiding again. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like. These elites are going to lose it, man. Especially when they start seeing the people are not getting with the program and people are waking up, people are exposed, and they're going to come down with great rap, man. It says glow ardor, the wine of passion, and flaming wine, which either drives the drinker mad or kills him with its strength. Yeah, I tell you, they're going to come down with great wrath because just like these elites been saying, their patience is running thin. These elites are furious, man. They're very upset right now because things are not going according to their perfect plan, the way that they drew it out, the way that they thought it was going to be, man. And we know a lot of the opposition that they're receiving is because of because of the algorithm of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know that he's gonna that the Lord's been frustrating the tokens of their diviners. They're doing all these sacrifices, they're doing all these things to try to crown their achievement, but it's snares are happening. Things are not going according as they has planned. So they're getting impatient. They're losing their patience, and eventually they're gonna just press the button and say, "Send in the drones, man." It says having great wrath because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. It says laws have already been deployed during war to track and to kill without human involvement. However, other countries have indicated they are willing to renounce autonomous weapon systems. New Zealand declared on Tuesday that it would join an international coalition to ban the systems, arguing that the prospect of a future where the decision to take a human life is delegated to machines is abhorrent. Well, guess what? These elites don't feel that way, man. All right. And regardless of what New Zealand is saying, man, hey, if the elites give the order to do it, they're going to do it, man. But, as far as New Zealand is concerned, their citizens aren't armed how the American population is armed out here. So it would make more sense that these elites and the American government would use it than New Zealand, all right? Because their population is not armed, and the population is not that great. But here in Babylon the Great, everybody is packing some heat, man. Ever since the Obama administration, gun sales and gun purchases have been through the goddamn roof, man. Bullets have been on back order. People have been arming to the teeth because they know eventually something is going to go down, man. So it would make more sense that America would, you see why America is not going to, you know, take away this system, man. It says New Zealand Minister of Disarmament and Arms Control Phil Twyford applauded his country's decision to make the move. Meanwhile, Institute for Ethics and AI Director John Tesalios found the Biden administration's refusal to budge from its embrace of the killer technology sad but unsurprising. Yeah, we know why it's unsurprising, man. Because these devils are going to have their handfuls with these American citizens pretty soon, man. And on top of that, you got a lot of disgruntled ex-military, ex-police force, ex firefighters, just the average citizen in general, man. So they're gonna have their hands more full here in Babylon than over there in Europe and the EU because those countries, their citizens are not armed, man. You know. It says the emergence of autonomous weapon systems and the prospect of losing meaningful human control over the use of force are grave threats that demand urgent action. A report by Human Rights Watch and Harvard Law School International Human Rights Clinic released ahead of the UN meeting declared it will be difficult, if not impossible, to select and engage targets without meaningful human control on a battlefield dominated by autonomous robots. You know? Yeah, that's what they want. They don't give a damn, man. They're going to just send the robots out to do what they got to do, man. It says Human Rights Watch senior arms researcher Bonnie Daughtry warned, citing instinctive human opposition to the ideal of machines making life or death decisions, particularly the inability to discern between combatants and civilians. Yeah, but guess what? They're going to program these robots to make everybody a goddamn combatant, man. They're not going to differentiate between civilians and combatants, man. If they give an order and you don't comply, they're going to terminate, man. You know? That's just basically what it's going to be, man. Yeah, they might malfunction. They might shit. Some of these robots might go AWOL, but these elites don't give a damn, man. As long as the job gets done. It says fears of killer robots have intensified as countries adopt advanced robotic technology from Boston Dynamics, four-legged dog bots beloved by police departments and feared by the citizens whose streets they share. Yeah, people better be scared, man, because guess what? These things are going to be used here in Babylon the Great. You better have that in the back of your mind, man. All right, you know. These things are gonna rip and tear and get whoever the hell they gotta get, man. It says to full on artificial intelligence. Facial recognition has also run up against public outcry, with some cities opting to ban it altogether, while companies like Amazon reach out to authorities in an effort to be the first to market the terrifying tech. You see, so Amazon's all with it, man. Amazon's gonna have these robots pulling up to your crib, man, kicking in the door, blowing your ass away, man. It says the bots have been used on the battlefield, reportedly in terrorist incidents in the Middle East and by the Australian military, among others. It says while the entities deploying such systems may keep them quiet to avoid spooking the populace, human rights groups like Amnesty International have sought to raise their profile with grisly public awareness campaigns, such as a recent contest to see if a target could avoid being detected by a killer AI in 10 seconds, man. You know? And who's to say that, for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they're going to program these things to make you to be the target, man. All right? Hey, if the face is dark, if it looks like this, if it acts like this, if it, whatever, they're going to execute, man. And it's going to be used to terminate you jakes, man. And it's all really going to be the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on you jakes, man. This is Ezekiel 20 and 1 and 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished, right? And we know what Esau's blessing is. It's the sword, man. And part of these killer robots is part of Esau's sword, man. Like I said, it would make a lot more sense for them to use these robots to execute judgment on you people than actual soldiers. Because I said, these robots don't have consciousness, man. They don't have emotions. They're just going to execute. It says, it is sharpened to make a sure slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Right, because now it's time for mirth, man. This is very serious times that we're in. And these elites, their patience is running very thin. And you people are, rebelling. You people are feeling like that you're getting the victory. You're winning the information war. Well, eventually these devils are going to get medieval. It says, "It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to be given into the hand of the slayer." And we know who the slayer is. The slayer is Esau. All right. In any way that he's going to use this thing, he's going to use it. You know, and these robots are going to be handling some heavy artillery, man. And we showed you the videos before. These robots don't miss, man. Their marksmanship is pinpoint with accuracy, man. They was they showed you the videos where they was knocking the robots down. They still was hitting headshots, man. All right. They had they had the things with the bags over their head like they were enemy combatants, and the robot was just looking at them, and then blowing their brains out, man. You see, two-thirds of UJ got it coming, man. And the Lord's gonna allow Esau to get busy on you, man, because of your lack of repentance, your lack of fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, and it shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh." And that's how it's going to be, man. Especially when they send a whole goddamn cavalry of these robots into your neighborhood, marching in unison, going door to door. You people are going to be terrified in that day, man. You know. And we've been telling you that these days are going to happen. We've been telling you that this devil has been waiting for this day, and is vastly approaching. All right. So all you Jake that's out there BSing, you still caught up in the world. You still got plans of traveling and vacationing and doing a little putting the money to your ear, the money phone bullshit. You over here caught up in the world. You still bucking up. You don't want to be rebuked. You want to do what you want to do. You want to scoff and mock at the men of the Lord. Well, guess what? The Lord's gonna send one of these killer robots your way, man. You know. It says that, but it is a trial. And what if the sword contemn even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Thou therefore, son of man, prophesy and smite thy hands together, and let the sword be doubled the third time. The sword of the slain, it is the sword of the great men that are slain, which entereth into their privy chambers. See, I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, and Esau's going to do that, man. He's going to send these robots into a ghetto near you, man. you know and pretty soon everybody they're going to use it on the uncompliant, those that don't want to get down with the program, those that want to buck up, those that don't want to take the raid, man, those that don't want to apply, those that don't want to get the charagma. Well, these things are going to be sent for you, man. All right. Either one or two things. It's going to come and snatch you out of your house and round you up, or it's just going to execute you on sight, man. And don't forget, this devil has a red list, a blue list, and a yellow list, man. And he could send out these robots just to get all the red lists. And you know what they're going to do to the red list, man. All right. But for the elect, hey, we already know what time it is, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. The Lord's going to endow us with the ability and the power to fight these damn things, man. And to make a way out for us to run through these things, man. But two-thirds of you, hey, man, this is just going to be part of your destruction, man. It says, "I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, that their hearts may faint, and that their ruins be multiplied. Ah, it is made bright, it is wrapped up for the slaughter," man. All right. And that's why you can see why this administration don't want to sign off on this shit. They want to keep these things going because they want to use them on two-thirds of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and a lot of you American people. See, these people behind them that's trying to protest it, when they program that rollback to execute, they're gonna blow all these motherfuckers away too, man. All right. So like I said, the devil said it himself. His patience is running thin. He's about to come down with that great wrath, and part of that great wrath will be these killer robots, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Until the next lesson.